Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel once again. And for this video I'm going to share one team in the Little Cup which I've just started once again. So I'm not sure what Niantic was thinking while putting forward this cups ahead. So 2 weeks back only Little Cup was there, but again now with Little Cup it is Ultra League. But yeah, I want to try out one Pokemon specially, which I'm going to showcase in this video, and it is going to be my legacy Igglybuff over here. So Igglybuff, it's a fairy normal typing, which I'll be replacing with I'll be replacing Hooper with my Igglybuff in this team, which is basically a similar type of team on terms of coverage, on the meta, on the bulk, everything. Because the backline over here is going to be my Bronzor and Shelmet over here. With Igglybuff, it is having access to Legacy Body Slam, which charges up pretty quickly with Feint Attack, though it's not good, but still it is fine. But apart from that, all the three Pokemons have a really good bulk and a good coverage against Bronzor over here. So that is the reason I am going to use that. And since how good Shelmet is of a safe swap in this meta, I'm just like too good for it. So without further more delay, let's firstly jump into the first battle. Over here I pick up a lead against Deino. So Deino is kind of a good lead over here because this Crunch, Dragon Pulse, this Dragon Breath, everything is resisted because of my fairy type, but still it does hurt so much because of it's going to be a Little Cup, and Body Slam does hurt me so much. So now I'm going to safe swap into my Bronzor, which is actually a misclick from my end because I'm not sure if you have seen or not, I usually put my safe swap in the third position so that I can quickly safe swap and not going to the second position. So I misclicked on the third position, which was misaligned on the format, like on the selection of the Pokemon. That is the reason I safe swap into my Bronzor, which is not a good thing because they'll be safe swapping into their Quick Attack Bronzor. Beg your pardon, Quick Attack Vulpix. So for a Vulpix, it is not going to be a really good matchup for it because it is having access to Weather Ball, which does hurt. But since I'm very much bulky, I can handle almost three Weather Balls now they are going to safe swap into their final Pokemon, which ends up being a Bronzor of their own. Not Bronzor, it's Bronzor of their own once again. So now I'll be putting a shield onto the first Psyshock over here, which is fine. And now I'm going to align my fast moves over here and I'll be going for the next Bug Buzz. So Bug Buzz is neutral damage, but since it is so tanky, it will need at least 2 Bug Buzz along with the infestation damage to take down Bronzor over here. And now since all the shields are down, so they will be going for the next I think Psyshock over here, which does hurt, but it is not enough. And now I am trying to get for a farm down, which I'm not sure if I can do so because how tanky Bronzor is. And now I'll be going for the next Body Slam, which does take it out, but they have a pretty healthy Deino over here, to which I have to handle it with my Igglybuff, which I could not because I don't have enough energy for a Body Slam. And now they will be going for the Body Slam of their own, and I have to come back with my Bronzor over here to go for one Psyshock. So from this kind of range, Psyshock does knock out the Deino, and it is coming down to the wire because how much energy they have onto their Vulpix. So they have enough energy for one more Weather Ball, which might not knock out, and I am able to reach to the Psyshock over here just in time, but I got knocked out with the move loaded with me. So that is very much unfortunate, and it's a really rough start for this video and this set over here. Moving on to the next matchup, I pick up a lead against a Steel Ice type, which is going to be A.Sandshrew over here. But since they are running Night Slash and Blizzard, which I'm quite sure that is the reason I'm building this Night Slash go through. And if you can see how much damage does a resisted Body Slam do on a Sand Slash over here, which is A.Sandshrew rather, it's ridiculous over in this scenario. To which now, since they get the boost, I'll not stay up in this matchup because I need Igglybuff in the later matchup as well. So I'll be switching out into my Shelmet and I'll be going for one shield and the hard farm down on a resisted infestation onto a steel type, which is really awkward. And now let's see what they comes back in with. So they are coming back with their own Seel over here, which I'm very fortunate because Seel with Lake does add up on a really tanky Bronzor as well. And even if they are going for back-to-back debuffs, it will do more and more damage. Back-to-back debuffs on the attack, it will do even more damage onto my Bronzor. This licks will add up. So I'm very fortunate that they gave off the first shield and they let the next charge move go through, and now this is where my Igglybuff comes in handy with the energy, because those lyrics are resisted, because I'm part normal as well, and they gave up their final shield up as well. So this is really perfect because the final Pokemon is going to be their own Courtney over here, and this game looks to be pretty much wrapped up because Courtney does have a really hard loss over here with Bronzor, because all the moves, Seed Bomb, Grass Knot, Charm, everything is resisted right now. They cannot throw anything that will hurt me, and it just do a little of Whisker over here for my Bronzor, which is excelled, fully excelled. I believe it's a level 47 or 48, I'm not sure, but it's kind of excelled. To which I'll be going for the next farm down with Tackle, and I have got almost half a Psyshock loaded, and now I can easily tank one Icy Wind from this kind of range. And now I'll be switching out to clear my debuff, which was kind of unnecessary, but since I do so, I'll be now coming back with my Bronzor once again, going for the Psyshock that takes out the Seel over here and gets the win for the battle over here. GG's. Moving into the third battle, I pick up a lead against Seel. So this is better because Seel's lick are double resisted because of the part normal typing on it, and since I should have baited a wild charge over here, but I went for six body like 6 faint attack to get to 1 body slam, so I should have baited the wild charge over here, and to which they swaps out into their own Courtney over here. So Courtney will not appreciate my incoming Bronzor over here because I'll be going for this Tackle and Psyshock damage. So I don't want to really farm down a Courtney over here with Tackle because it is just going to be ridiculously not helpful because I'll lose so much of HP. To which I'll go for back-to-back Psyshocks over here, and then I'll go for a farm down. So now I'll be going for the next one, which lands and it puts the Courtney in a perfect farm down range with Tackle for my Bronzor over here. Bronzor. So I keep telling the name wrong. It's Bronzor and not Bronzong. So it's the evolved version that's Bronzong, and this is the pre-evolution that's Bronzor. Okay. So now since they come back with their own Bronzor over here, so I will be going for the next payback, to which they gives the first shield, which I am very much happy with because now I can easily come back with my Igglybuff, go for the faint attack damage and land the next Shadow Ball that does massive damage over here onto the bulky Bronzor over here. Because now since I am up a shield, Bronzor and Shelmet really do have a really strong matchup to close, because I can easily come back with my Bronzor over here, let the first payback go through, because it's a Bronzor, it's a non-stab payback, so I can easily get the first one go through, and now I have to shield up. So I'll be shielding up this next payback over here, which does put out the final Pokemon once again, which is going to be Seel. And since I am having a full health Shelmet over here, which it is going to be a really tough situation for them because they put out the final shield and now they will be going for the Icy Wind or Aqua Tail. Yeah, they go for the Icy Wind, but it does not matter in this situation right now because I will be going for one more Body Slam, which even though debuff will take it out, and I might reach to the next infestation just in time, but they comes back with a Courtney that gives me free farm right now, and I can easily go for one infestation onto the incoming very low Bronzor over here and getting the win for this battle here as well. So it's a really good game, and GG's to my opponent. Moving on, I pick up a lead against Venonat over here. So this is tough because Venonat is running Confusion along with Poison Fang. So I'm quite sure that they're running Poison Fang. So I have to get rid of this matchup very soon. So since I got the first shield, I will be quickly safe swapping again into my Shelmet, and they threw the energy. So they will be going for the first Poison Fang, which is neutral right now, and now they are not swapping out. So this gives me a tell that whatever they have in the back is not actually comfortable with Shelmet safe swap. So I will be shielding up the next Poison Fang, and I was quite sure because they comes back in with a Cottony and to a loaded Shelmet as well. So I'll be going for the first Bug Buzz that lands over here, and they cannot farm me down with Charm, not before I can go for one more Bug Buzz as well. And even with a defense drop, I do get the knockout for this Cottony as well. And the final Pokemon, and now the next Pokemon that comes out back again is going to be the Venonat. So for Venonat, I have got a really good answer, which is going to be my own Bronzor over here. So with Poison Fang, it is going to be triple resisted, which I'm not sure why they're going for a Poison Fang, because I'm sure that they are having a bug type move, maybe Silver Wind or Bug Buzz, I'm not sure, but the final Pokemon they are having access to is going to be their own Bronzor. So I'll be going for this first payback, and since my defense was lowered, so I'll not stay in this matchup. So rather I'll be switching out into my Igglybuff, shielding out the next Psyshock over here, and now I'll be going for the next Shadow Ball over here, because I was not sure that if I can reach back to back one Body Slam and one Shadow Ball over here. So rather I'll be getting the shield advantage, not shield advantage, the guaranteed shield, final shield from my opponent's end. And since I am now having HP advantage right away, so this game again looks to be wrapped up, because yeah, they will be going for a payback, but payback onto an opposing Bronzor is not that of a good, especially when I am having shield advantage, not shield advantage, HP advantage, to which now I can easily go for, they can easily go for one more payback, which is not enough once again to get the knockout for me, as you guys can see. And I get the farm down with tackle and eventually get the win for the fourth battle over here. Moving into the next battle, and which is going to be the final battle over here, and this is the battle which I think I have shared a short video couple of minutes back, or maybe couple of hours back. And this is where I think Niantic have introduced a new move to some of the Pokemons and some of the trainers that they're using, which is going to be the Invisible. So I got the first shield, faking a Wild Charge onto a Ducklett over here, and now since they went for a Brave Bird, I will be not shielding up because I want shield advantage on my backline over here, and now they save swaps into their own Deino over here. So I'll not stay in this matchup, rather I'll be going into my own Deino counter over here, which is going to be my Shelmet, and now I am looking for a farm down with Infestation right now. So if I can get the farm down over here with Infestation, and I have to shield up twice, because with so much energy, Shelmet can be very threatful to whatever they have in the backline. So to which now they comes back with their Ember. I think it's gonna be a Ember Vulpix, which is kind of tough and rough right now, but nevertheless, since I had so much energy, so I went for one Body Slam, and now I'll be going for the Bug Burst to fish for the defense drop, which I do not get. And now they will be switching out into their Ducklett, but as you guys can see, they have used a new move over here, which is going to be Invisible, that I will not be able to see this Pokemon. Thanks Niantic for that, which is very much helpful for the other Pokemons, because they have to actually recognize the Pokemon only by seeing the typing and not the Pokemon itself. So that's a new feature, I think, which they have introduced, and we have to play with that. So nevertheless, I will be going for back-to-back Psyshocks over here, and they will be going for one more Weather Ball, which I think is not going to be enough onto my Bronzong, and now I hang on to 1 HP and a dream, and I get the farm down with tackle, getting the win for the final battle over here. So even though they have to use a new move, so I'm happy for that I could easily get, not easily, I could get the win for that. And for Igglybuff, some thoughts and conclusion on this Pokemon. Though it's a bit expensive, because for littlecup it's expensive to use a elite charge TM. So Body Slam is going to be a legacy move, but nevertheless it draws out so much good matchups, because Feint Attack, Shadow Ball and Body Slam is having a very good coverage. And if you're using this team, do let me know how it is working out for you. And that will be all for this video. Thanks for watching, hanging out, and see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.